Welcome to TheSanzSHO. I'm Tori Sands, along with my wonderful panel, starting, of course, with C.Hall. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Doing pretty good. All right, we also got here Miss Diamond from 7 Mile Radio.
What's up, everybody?
We also got Geronimo. And our very special guest today, my BFF, David Burks. How you doing, baby?
What's up, everybody? Doing great.
All right. Hey, it's been a while. Of course, we've got a wonderful show today, but it's been a while since our May edition where we talked about domestic violence and everything, and it's crazy. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're a newbie and you're just tuning in to TheSanzSHO, make sure you log on to our website. Well, it's not our website, but it's our channel at youtube.com/TheSanzSHO. Of course, we also would like to hear from you, so please send your emails to us at torisands@gmail.com. Special shout out to Kelly D also. We're broadcasting live from Grand Designz here at 19600 Grand River, and that's 48219, Detroit, Michigan, obviously. And if you have any, any needs for like promotional stuff like flyers, posters, I don't know, just anything, obituaries, anything, make sure you hit her up. Of course, you can do that at Kelly D, of course, at Facebook, or also here on our channel at youtube.com/TheSanzSHO. Now, before we get into our topic, I want to catch up with everybody and see, how everybody's been, what's new in your lives, or, what's going on. C.Hall, what you got going on there?
I have a fashion show coming up August the 20th at the Whitney Mansion downtown Detroit on Woodward Avenue. Also, I'm at Naja's Beauty Salon and Boutique in New Haven, Michigan. So come check me out. C.Hall@gmail.com.
All right. Okay. All right. I like that. That's hot. Okay. Miss Diamond, what's going on with you?
Well, I just graduated from college, as everybody knows.
Congratulations again, of course.
And I've decided to get back in school to get my master's degree. So right now I'm working on my master's degree in psychology. I'm working for Christopher Lamont. He's an R&B singer, so I'm his personal assistant. So cool. I've been working with him. And I'm also just started working for Tracy McCaskill again. She's the news director at 92.3 and WJLP. She has a book coming out. So I'm going to be working with her behind scenes with promoting her book. So make sure you add Tracy McCaskill on Facebook and Christopher Lamont. And me, of course, Miss Diamond, 7 Mile Radio, Facebook.
Okay. All right, that's great. All right, that's wonderful stuff there. All right. Geronimo, you got anything coming up, too, like with plays or, anything going on?
No, just
concerts?
still trying to find as many singing gigs as I can.
Yeah.
And going back to school full-time this fall.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, if there's any gigs coming up, of course, you can look out. Make sure you hit them up, Geronimo, of course. David, anything coming up for you? I know you planning on, going out of, leaving Michigan. So
there's like a transitional period, in my life. It's like a milestone. I'm about to turn 30 in the next few weeks, and I do want to start anew.
Yeah.
So yes, I am thinking about venturing off to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Now, of course, now everyone has great things to do, and of course, it all happens for a reason because we have a purpose, and like TheSanzSHO, I believe we're all destined to be a part of this wonderful experience. And when I say that, now it's possible. Is it possible? Is it possible to mess up your destiny, like things that you may inspire to do or aspire to do in your life? I had an interesting conversation with one of my best friends, April. Hey, how you doing, April? She mentioned that she'd have a conversation with a woman, of course, and who believed that we control our destiny. And it says here on my notes here, it says we can prevent things from happening. Is that true? Now, I want to give you guys an example. Okay, now the Airbus that was carrying 200 some odd people from Brazil to Paris that crashed into the Atlantic last year, there was a couple who missed that very flight. But a week later, after that crash into the Atlantic, the couple was involved in a tragic car accident. Now, the husband, he was killed, and the wife was instantly into critical condition. I'm not sure what her outcome was, if she passed or not. But if they had boarded that plane, they would have died, because there was no survivors on that plane. Okay, but they had one extra week to live because they missed that flight. And now I want to know from you guys, do you think that, we control our own destiny? Was it meant for them to, pass away because they missed that, that flight? That's what I want to know. That's one of our viewers that sent that in to me and wanted to know about destiny. Do we control it?
I don't know if we so much control destiny. I think that we play a part in destiny. And that's how I feel. I don't think we control our destiny too much. But as far as the couple goes, I think some things are about luck and some things are about chance. So it probably was just pure luck that they missed that flight. But then what happened later on down the road was something else. Because I think that in my case, I know I don't control my own destiny. I think there's a plan for me, but I have to help that plan. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, sort of help the plan go through. Like if I want to be the next best designer, I can't do it alone. I know I can't do it alone. It's gonna be pure who I know, not what I know. So that's how I feel about it.
I feel that there's no such thing as destiny. That implies that something is preordained for you. I don't believe in that. That's hogwash to me. It's great that you feel that way. But, you know, you control your own life. There's always going to be things that you cannot control. There's going to be outside influences. Thing is how well you land on your feet when things happen. And how you adapt and how quickly you evolve. I mean, that's what life is all about, is trying to make the best of any type of situation that comes your way. And while trying to reach and meet your goals.
So you don't necessarily think that before you're here that nothing's planned for you?
No.
You don't think so at all?
Who's doing the planning?
Well, I mean,
what's doing the planning?
You don't.
Nothing.
You don't. Of course, you don't. You know, you're not a religious person, but
it depends on your views.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly as she had said too.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's not who you are, it's whose you are.
Whose you are?
Whose you are.
Who's you are.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
What does that mean to me? I'm going to take a religious aspect on that. To me, it's all about what you believe in. You know, like you said. And it's nothing against anybody who doesn't believe in God, but I do.
Okay.
You know, so that's the only, you know, direction, or it's the only thoughts that I can come off of. I don't think that we control anything. I think life is about choices. But God knows what's going to happen before we do. And I'm thinking in that situation, maybe God gave them a little bit more time. You know, to reflect on, wow, baby, we missed this flight. You know, we're so thankful. Or even if they wasn't thankful, He just gave them a little bit more time.
That's the beauty of life, that God allows us to make choices. We always make choices. But for every choice, there is a consequence. But He allows us to do that, you know.
And when I say for whose you are, it's like who you belong to.
Yeah.
You know, so that's exactly what I mean.
Okay.
You know? But I mean, that's just my
Murder. Is that something that, for people that believe in God, is that something that God already knows? You guys feel that way? Or if someone murders you and your destiny is interrupted, I wonder how that is. You know, how does that come across to God? That's kind of strange.
I don't know. I always go back to the time. I think about Aaliyah. She died very young. But I think that with her, she came on this earth to serve a purpose. And she served her purpose, and her time was then up. And you know, to go ahead and now be with the Lord. But like I said, everybody's opinion is totally different. I can take a religious aspect on it and say that, yeah, things are predestined for us, which I think that I'm predestined to do certain things, you know. And when I don't do those things, then there's consequences for me not doing those things. But
how do you know?
And that's true. How do I know? But it all goes back to what you believe in. This is what I believe in. This is my
I think
center.
you know because of what you're conditioned.
Yeah.
You know, I was conditioned that way. So that's the only mental path that I have.
You're religious and you're atheist, you know. But don't you believe that there's a purpose in life? Do you believe that there's a purpose?
Your purpose
for you?
is the purpose that you give it.
Okay.
That's it. The purpose of life is whatever you give it.
So what do you give life? Like, what is your purpose in life?
My purpose in life is to make myself happy and to make others around me happy with my music that I can bring to them.
And see, I don't see anything wrong with that because
that's
even
good.
that's the same thing that I believe in. I believe my purpose is to make people happy.
Okay.
You know, with whatever gift that I have. So I don't have anything. You know, because my thing is I can't get Jesus for everybody. I can go and get Jesus myself.
Right, that's true. But we got to find common ground.
That's true.
You know, and there's common ground.
But you can
Or
also
not believe.
agree to disbelieve. I mean, to disagree.
Okay, we'll leave it on that note. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. So if you want to chime in, make sure you leave your comments below this video at youtube.com/TheSanzSHO. You can also check us out on Facebook. We'll be right back here at The SanzSHO with Tori Sands, David Burks, Geronimo, Miss Diamond, and C. Hall.